Well, and what else is brewing today? Chara Technologies, a homegrown deep tech startup developing rare earth-free motors designed, engineered and built entirely in India, recently raised 52 crores in a Series A round that was led by Arkham Ventures. Founded in 2019, the company is betting that magnet-free motor systems can make EVs both more affordable and geopolitically resilient. With the fresh funding and plans to scale production fivefold, it is now testing whether India can not only assemble EVs but innovate the powertrains that drive them. For more on this, joining me now is Bhakta Keshavachar, the founder and CEO of Chara Technology. Bhakta, thank you so much for joining us here on Startup Street, and congratulations on your fundraising. Before we get to that, you were founded in 2019 when the EV industry was still in the nascent stage. What gap did you see back then in the supply chain that made you believe, rare earth-free motors can be a viable alternative?
Thank you for having me here on the show. Much appreciated. When we started Chara about 5 years ago, there were three main goals. As we are transitioning from a hydrocarbon economy to an electron economy, we need to build efficient and sustainable motors. The only way to build an efficient motor today is to use rare earth magnets, usually called PMSM motors. And rare earths have this few problems. They're expensive. They're difficult to mine and extract, both economically and environmentally. And the last but not the least, our friendly neighbor, China, has 90% control over the supply chain. And that's why we wanted to build a sustainable, made in India, rare earth-free motor, which are completely free of critical materials on foreign sources, and potentially build a cheaper motor to enable our transition to an electric future.
And, Bhakta, now that you've got this 52 crores, how are you going to deploy that to scale this, powertrain platform you're building?
So before going there, where we are today is we have developed the technology, we have the products, we have the customer traction, we have about 100 plus customers. We're shipping the initial lot of motors to be deployed in a variety of applications. The infusion of capital, we're using it for the following three purposes. One, to scale up our deployment, both in India and outside India, develop newer products, our next-gen products, which are higher speed, larger capacity, and lighter motors. And the last one is to increase all our operational capacity to support this deployment and newer products.
Okay, you have these plans to increase production fivefold to 100,000 units annually. Just take us through what the biggest challenges in scaling deep tech manufacturing in India really are today and how you're addressing them.
So we have found three problems probably. One is, number one is it is difficult to find core engineering talent in India. We have to train them or we have to get graduates from foreign universities. Or the top tier universities. That is problem number one, finding talent. Problem number two is the capital. We need patient capital for a deep tech company to go from R&D to manufacturing. And the last one is the market acceptance of a new technology. We find a lot of reluctance to use our reluctance motors by a lot of our customers because it's so new. And fortunately, with the tailwinds of the geopolitics, there is a lot more affinity to use our motors in their products.
Well, Bhakta, you've outlined the challenges: talent, patient capital, and the acceptance of new technology. What did you really do to overcome these to get where you are?
Patient capital, solving it through patience, passion, perseverance. That is the only way to say it. We took 5 years to develop this product, giant in the world, and as you guys have mentioning, fully certified by the certifying agencies in India. But at this point, I would like to say that there is now capital available for seed round and pre-series A round and potentially series A round for deep tech companies in India. That thing has changed positively in the last few years. The talent, we have two-pronged approach. One is that get engineers from the Indian universities, various tiers, tier 2, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and train them. And try to attract talent from foreign universities. We now have graduates from, large universities like Carnegie Mellon, Vienna University. I think those are the two approaches we have taken to solve our talent problem. In terms of making our customers adopt newer technologies, again, two approaches. One, we have tried to work with smaller customers who are more hungry, who are more ready to adopt new technologies. The one is the tailwinds we got from geopolitics is making us a favorable.
Sure. Bhakta, quickly before we let you go, a 6-fold revenue jump by FY26 is what you're targeting. What's going to drive that growth, and how will you balance this aggressive expansion with the long product validation cycles, which you also spoke of, typical of automotive tech?
Yes. So we have already started on the journey of the validation. We have secured customers last year, and they're all ramping up now. We now have the manufacturing capacity installed in our factory in Peenya, north side of Bangalore, which can do about 25,000 motors a month. And fully validated, that gives customers the comfort that this is a product that works. And there is a bunch of customer validations, both inside and outside India. And I already told this 2 times. The tailwind of the geopolitics will help us accelerate much faster.
And quickly, you're also eyeing North America and Europe next. What will be the go-to market strategy for these markets, which are believed to be highly competitive regions?
The go-to market strategy, before we go to Europe and US, we first want to deploy about 10,000 motors in India across applications. So we have the proof that these motors work in the field. And then in terms of go-to-market strategy, we will initially target what we call as the off-highway applications, like agricultural equipment, in-campus vehicles, where the competition is a little bit less fierce and the sales cycles are much faster. And then we move on to the usual traction motor applications.
All right, Bhakta, we'll have to leave it at that. But thank you so much for your time here today on Startup Street, and we wish you the best with your venture. Thank you.
Thank you for having me here. Thanks.
On that note, it is